Hi YouTube, here we go again. Another Jimmit day. We got some Jimmit stuff going on. Let me show you what we got going. Alright, we got a little bit of insulation. We got a little bit of floor joists. Now I bought 12 of these joists. I bought 12. I had them sitting on my front porch. And I went to Lowe's to get some plywood. And some no good person stole 3 of my $10 boards off my front porch. Who does that? Goodness gracious. I got some joist hangers. So here we go. Here it is. Look, I've started. I don't know if I could do more today, but I've started. Termites. Big old hole. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. And then look, I thought there was a hole, but there's not. I must have fallen through the... Look at that mess. Oh my gosh, it's gone. Whatever was there is gone. Rotted through. So, here's the kind of floor I'm going to put down. And look, waterproof, appropriate for fish tanks, correct? Look at there. Isn't that pretty? Coweto brand oak. Coweto oak, I guess it's called. C-O-W-E-T-O. Anyway, I like the pattern. I like the color, the way it looks. It's got a nice texture on it. It's going to look good in here. So, this is about half the floor right here. It's 16 foot across. That's half. So I'm going to try and do half. I'm going to try and do half. And if that works, then I'll just move that over and do the other half. Now, in here... I've just about, oh, it's a little dark. I've just about finished with my work on the wall. But it's been so daggone humid outside, I can't hardly finish. Oh, don't mind Sheila. Sheila does not like the rain. So I'm just about done. I just got just a little bit to go. It's a little rough. But it won't take much to fill it all in. I got the majority of it done. Probably, I don't know about today because it's having trouble drying. It's so damp and humid outside. But maybe. I'll be so glad to put the kitchen back in the kitchen. Oh, goodness. So, we're going to just redo the whole kitchen because you might as well, right? I'm starting to do a refloor. I'm not going to do half of my floor. So I'm going to do all of my floor. Oh, and you know what? Check this out. My best friend, Amazon, look at this. Tripod. So now when I do crazy things, I can videotape it. I was going to videotape the floor, but I got to be honest with you. It's hard for me to work straight through anything. I can only work like a little bit, and then I'm tired. I'm wore out. I've got to rest. So I worked out in the yard today. It's about 2. I've been running since about 8. I'm done. I'm done. That's the good thing about being retired. You're done when you say you're done. Look, I even had the chainsaw out. Look. It was too loose. I got the chain off it. I'll put that back on after a minute. I probably got to fill the oil up in it too. But this is bad mess. There was glue on this. I mean, it's just all soft. I mean, you can feel it. Look, watch the fish tank. Watch. Ready? I'll bounce. Look at that. And that's crazy. That's just crazy. That's got to be moved before it goes through the daggone floor. Holy Christmas. Shooey. Here's them babies. Look how big they... Well, these are the Endler. The mixed bunch of them. But look at the size of these angels. And they're gorgeous. So once I get that 75 hooked up, I've ordered a second 75 today. It's actually supposed to be in about sometime next week. So I'm going to put 2 75s there stacked. But for right now, I'm just going to put it in the bedroom. And then I can move these tanks out of the way. I don't know where. I don't know where to put them. Maybe on the deck. You know, it's warm enough. I could put them on the deck. I can leave all the snails in there. And just let the heater... I could put it on the eave and just let it run. I don't know. I'll give it some thought. Of course, it's all going to have to be emptied anyway. But all them snails are in there. I don't want nothing to happen to them. And then the plants. Now the bottom one, easy peasy. I could just slide that out. There's no sand in the bottom. This one on top with all the sand. I'm thinking if I bring the water level down, I can probably grab it. Oops, both sides. Look, right over here. And I think I'll be able to slide it because the feet, look at those metal things. I don't know. I do have a dolly downstairs. I might lift it if I can get it. I might be able to get a dolly under it without destroying the top tank. I'm not going to be able to pick that tank up. It's got all that sand. I'm not taking all that sand out of there. It's probably got 100 pounds of sand. But if I could just get this one end up, then I can slide that dolly in, and then I can get the other part of it. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's my house. It's just all turned upside down. Who in the world goes on someone's front porch? And I guess porch pirates. That's who. Oh, I know. I'm dumb, right? Well, you all don't expect much from me. That's all I got to say. Do not expect much from me. This is going to be a lot of work. I got this doggy door. Oh, that would be good. Of course, nothing in the house is square. This sweep is supposed to be used on the back side of the door. Look, you think I would have cleaned the glass before I put that on, right? I know it. I got to take it off. I'm waiting. Once I get this floor roll done, then I'm going to clean off all nice. This paneling will all be gone. This is all going to be drywalled. This is all going to be skim coated. All that nonsense. Roof's going to be fixed. I don't even, I'm wondering if it really is the roofs and not just full gutters. I don't know. But that's got to be done. It's bad. It's the whole side of the house. Look. That needs a roof. It's got to have a roof. Bad, bad, bad. Well, we got to get the roof before the wall falls down. It's going to get awful chilly in here if we don't. But this tank, Mama, she just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm waiting for babies to come along, but she's not cooperating. But look at that belly. Look how wide she is. Goodness gracious. Look at that. Look. Yeah. Look. Look at that belly. That's how I used to look. But I lost 50 pounds. Yeah. Ozempic. I'm on the Ozempic diet. So, watching DIY stuff on how to do laminate vinyl tile. And it looks pretty straightforward. I don't know. I guess what I'm going to have to do, though, because they're real big on I think I have to start here to lay it out so that I know. Because you don't want an inch against the side wall. I don't know, though. See, because I got a closet, too. And I'm definitely I'm doing everything. I'm doing the closet. I'm doing straight across to the bathroom. And then I'm doing the bathroom. That floor is terrible in the bathroom, so I'm doing it too. And I don't know. These 4 boxes were really flipping expensive. And I know it's not going to cover a whole lot. And I'm probably going to have to get about 12 more of them stupid things. It's a lot of money. But it'll be all right. We'll get it done. We'll have a nice kitchen floor. Then we'll get all that done and do the roof. And I know it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. I really ought to do the roof first, but here's the thing. Yeah, it's waterproof. The floor is waterproof, so it's not going to ruin the floor. I'm pretty sure it's not going to get under there. This board here, I should be wearing shoes. This board here, that one's dead. That is rotted. You can see the termite damage in it. The one beside it, I don't even know what kind of shape it's in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to replace it. The joist going on the outside of the house does look okay, though. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't look like it has any holes or anything, or any rot to it. But I don't know. I'll have to check it out a little bit more. And I will. It's just been... I had to get my fence fixed because my big dog started getting out, and she fights with the other dogs. So that's got partially done. It's temporarily fixed where the dogs won't be able to get out of the yard except for the 2 little ones, and they'll be in one spot. I call them little, but they're 3 years old and I don't know, 80 pounds maybe, 90 pounds. So yeah, I guess they're not that little, but they're the pups anyway. They're 3. They'll get out in the yard. They'll find a spot. They go up under the fence. You figure it out. But now the Great Pyrenees, Sheila, she's good. She usually stays in the yard, and they scolded her when she did get out, and she stayed in pretty well, which surprised me. because if it was me, I'd have been like, oh, he's gone, and then I would have bolted. But they didn't, and that's good. Right now, she's scared to death because it rained, and she does not like the rain, does not like thunderstorms, none of that. And she's old, too. She's probably 14 years old. But we love her. She's our Sheila B. And that's Bubba. He's taking a bath. And look at these windows, how dirty. I swear to God, I'm so sorry. Look at me. I'm just all over the place. I'd be so glad to get this part of the house gone and expanded, because this is just, it's too little. First thing I think I'm going to do is go on out and frame the outside of it. Right up there. That dead air conditioner thing's going to have to be moved to the bottom. Did put electric in down there. But I think that end of the deck there is going to wind up being the new side of the house. And I'm going to connect the deck to the house right here. And then I'm going to cut a hole there. And it's going to be a hallway. So you can come from upstairs down into the kitchen, or go from upstairs down into the living room, whichever you like. And then I'm also going to put in a bathroom on the lower level, because there's only one bathroom in this little fixer-upper. And there's plenty of dust, though. Dust everywhere. So I could dust everything right now and come back, I don't know, this evening or tomorrow morning, and it will be once again covered in dust. I don't know what it is. It's like a fine silt. I think it's from, I don't know, the Sahara maybe? The Dust Bowl. I have no idea where it comes from, but I know it's all over my daggone floor and all over my house. And I got a good vacuum cleaner too. I've got a Shark, and it's still not pulling that stuff up. So I'm like, okay. Well, once we get this laminate floor down, I think that we're not going to have that dust issue. I don't think. Because we'll be able to vacuum it or sweep it up easy. I think we get one of them vacuums, and it'll be nice. And also, okay, so let's talk about the kitchen a little bit. I mean, we got some good stuff in the kitchen. We've got, these cabinets aren't bad. The paint, I like the color paint. So what we need to do is, when they built the kitchen, it was, the electrician figured there would be a countertop over here, and he put a receptacle right there because of it. And then he put another receptacle there. And then two more over here. One behind the coffee maker, another one behind the stove. So they intended to have this countertop go from here all the way around. But then whoever built the house was like, no, that's too much money. We just going to give them contractor special. I don't even know how long it is. 10 foot long, maybe 12 foot long. I don't know. But anyway, that's all the counter we was getting. So what I'm going to do, I've got a beautiful dishwasher, Bosch, look, nice microwave. Of course, that's going to be replaced. It's 15 years old. As long as I've lived here, I've bought it. Nice refrigerator. And then if you look down, it's crap. That's all. Look, it's the nasties. The mice come in here. The mice come in here. And then the mice come up from downstairs too sometimes. But we catch them. Someone tripped my trap. I almost had a mouse, but he got away. And then I had a trap over there behind the dog food. Guess what? It's gone. So I don't know what happened. Did the dog get the mouse and carry it out in the yard? I don't know. I can't find the trap or the mouse or anything. It was right there between the vent and the refrigerator, because I figured... And I'll tell you why we put one there. Because at night sometimes, Amy and I we hear this. And the dogs are right in front of us. It's the little mouse. He's coming in the house and grabbing food. So we had a desk here at one time. And under the desk I had a subwoofer, a small subwoofer for my computer sound. And we picked up the subwoofer to move it. And when we shook it up, it was completely full of dog food. The mouse has been stockpiling the dog food into the flipping subwoofer. So, okay. So anyway, that's about to happen. There's no molding on this floor, so I figure, I don't think there's any in the kitchen. Nope, no molding here. No molding in the hallway. The only molding I'll have to contend with is in the bathroom. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because when you put the not the hardwood, the laminate floor, you're supposed to use quarter round against the molding. Well, there is no molding. So what I'm probably going to do is just float the floor, get it all done, and then see if I can just get a regular molding to put up against the wall. And I'm also taking all this down and putting drywall. I might, you know what I might just do? I might just put quarter round. I think I'm just going to put quarter round and call it good. And then when I do redo the kitchen properly, and this room, well, I'm going to extend this. When I do that, that's probably when I'll put proper molding on. I don't know if I want to do drywall until I get the roof done. I'll probably wait. I think I'll wait. That's a smart move. But I do have to get this because this is dangerous. And I'm trying to get these fish tanks set up. And I can't have a fish tank going through the floor. I'm not allowed to have ponds in the house. Amy said, no ponds in the house. I said, okay. But we can still have fish tanks. She loves the fish as much as I do. And her little tank got moved. The little beta tank, Rupert's tank, he got moved. And there he is. And I put him here because he gets sunlight all the time. And look at those plants. That's incredible. Everything's growing in there. Algae, floating plants, Java fern. And it's that's plastic. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not going to take it out. It's not my tank. That's Amy's. She does what she wants. But I have to say, I like hers more than I like mine. She does a good job. And then the shrimp. They are the happiest little guys. Where are they? They're usually all over. Look, all different pretty colors. It's not focusing real good, is it? Oh, baby guppies. So the mama guppies I had were really full. And I took them all out and put them with the angelfish fry. So I only got some fry from guppies, but I'm not inundated with 50 million of them. And I was hoping maybe those neons would help out some, eating some of the fry, but they don't care. They like the fry. I think they play with them and babysit or something. I don't know. But sorry for the glare. That red plant is just incredible. So here's the thing. Do this with your fish tank. I'm not an expert in anything that I do. I'm not an expert in anything. I never have been. I'm not proud. I mean, I'm just not. Here's what you do. Here's what I do, and it works so well for me. If I didn't tell you, you'd be like, you'd probably be mad. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm just terrible. I'm just rambling on, but I'm not even looking what I'm doing. Make sure your tank. I don't think it's a good idea to have tank in direct sunlight all day long, because direct sunlight is going to heat your tank, and you don't want your tank heated. You don't want to boil your fish. You don't want it warmer than you have your heater set to, right? That's what the heat is for. The heat is to warm your tank, not the sun. The sun's not used for that. The light's supposed to be on the plants, but you're never going to get the intensity from the light that you do from the sun. That's not going to happen. And I kept reefs for years. I had a reef until it got real cold and everything died because we lost power. But the reef always loved the sun. The corals love the sun. And if you've ever been snorkeling in the tropics, you'll see that sun is very intense. And wear a t-shirt, because I've got blisters on the sides of my backs snorkeling the size of golf balls before. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to zoom a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So it gets a little bit of sun in the afternoon. That's perfect. The tanks behind me, the 40 breeder and the 29, same thing. Well, they get a little. They don't get any direct sun, but they get sun in the evening, in that late afternoon. They'll get a little sun. I think I told you all the bow front, the 36 with my breeding pair of angels. It'll get the one corner catches sun in the morning, the opposite corner gets sun in the afternoon. Rupert's little cube, he gets sun just about all day, indirect, but it comes in that window, and I can tell when my TV's dusty if it's not on, because you can see. But I've got this glass cleaner. I shouldn't even talk. It's invisible glass. It's aerosol. Man, don't. I'm never going to buy Windex again. I used to swear by Windex, not after using this. Cigarette smoke cuts right through it. I don't smoke, but I used to, and there's cigarette smoke on everything. Well, not on any of my glass, not in this house, not my truck. Well, a little bit in my truck. Somebody smokes in my truck. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. It's like everything else Jimmy does. I do finish some projects, just so you know. What offhand, I couldn't tell you. But I know some has gotten finished over the years. Yeah, interesting to look at. Look. Now, here's another thing. You see them shells? Lack of calcium. This is what I use. I put about a cap full a month in all my tanks, because all my tanks have snails. I should probably put more in this tank because it has the shrimp. This is the only tank I have shrimp. I thought about putting some shrimp in the beta cube, but I gotta be honest with you. No matter what I put, if I put any mysis shrimp or anything, any food whatsoever in that cube, this is like, this fish, this beta is the most ravenous beta I think I've ever seen in my life. I have never seen a beta attack food. You'd think this fish gets fed every single morning, same time, a variety of food. Sometimes it's flakes, sometimes it's frozen brine, sometimes it's frozen mysis, sometimes it's bloodworms. It's just a variety. And he just goes crazy over that food. They like the bloodworms, the high protein foods. Whenever I put the bloodworms in there, I'll have that evening, there'll be a bubble nest. They don't do that with they don't tend to do that with the flake food or the, I want to say artificial food. It's not really artificial, is it? But it's flake. I don't think flake is going to, sometimes they enrich it with vitamins, but I just don't think it's a good quality. I think the best thing you can feed your fish is the frozen or live food. And I say that based on experience. I'll give you an example. My first brood of angelfish fry, I gave them food, and then I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I should mix it with some First Bites and some spirulina, and I did. And I held off on the baby brine for a minute, and I fed them that for a week, and you know what? They did fine. They ate it all right. And then I put some of that baby brine in, because look, there's no reason for me not to. The one on the right's the one in use. The one on the left is salt water mixed in it, but I haven't put eggs in it. I don't want to put eggs just yet because I don't want it set in a week while I finish this one. I usually get about a week out of it. I only got about 6 fries still. And then we got the garden starts coming in. But anyway, the 6 fry, that's crazy enough food for them. I just give them like a little bit. I don't even give them that much, but it puts the weight on them like no other. You can't get the weight on those fry from artificial food. Oops, sorry. The way I get from that from the baby brine. There's nothing better than that baby brine, or I guess live food, any live food. See all the sun. There's sunlight in this house, every room. There's glare on every tank. That's better. Just a little bit. That little guy is so little. There's them shrimp everywhere. And I don't know what these are. Are they trying to be green, or what in the world color are they supposed to be? I don't even know. And there's 2 of them. Or more. I don't even know. Little hair algae, huh? Well, that's alright. I've thought about getting one of those little mounds. Amy usually gets in there with her little pliers, her tweezers, and she gets it out. I'll have to do it for her, help her out some. Here they are. Here's little things. Look at that. Yeah. Anyway, we usually grab hold of it, hair algae, and then we wrap it up like spaghetti around the tweezers. I suppose you could probably use a fork and do it like just exactly like spaghetti, but you gotta be real careful though, because there's shrimp everywhere and there's fish everywhere. So that's about it. So now you know what I've been up to. I guess I'll try and video some of my ripping up stuff, but like I said, I don't do a whole lot at a time. I'll do it for maybe 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But then I have to take a breath. I have to rest because I get wore out too easy. But that's all right. Maybe over the summer I'll get in better shape and it won't be so difficult for me. All right, well, if you haven't so far, you go on and like and subscribe. Oh, and it's Derby weekend here in Kentucky, so happy Derby. Do not drink and drive. They'll be looking for you. I've seen the state police out already. They're parked and waiting. So be careful. Don't drink and drive. You don't want to endanger anybody. And for God's sakes, don't do it on the interstate if you do, because once the interstate gets shut down, there's nothing but misery for me. That traffic goes past that house nonstop until the interstate's opened up again. But let's not kill anybody. Let's do things smart. Let's have a good life. Live your best life. I'm living my best life. I am so fortunate and so blessed. And I know I usually don't say things like that very often, but it's true. I am living the dream. Thank goodness for that, because it was a lot of years, it was a lot of struggle, but it seems to be going better. All right, you all. Come back and see us.